horn saying, happy, happy belated ho, ho, ho. The mic is yours.
Oh boy, Michelle, you have a loaded introduction right there. You guys, everybody pop their can of a Red Bull and dump it in your orange juice because my lessons in 2022 have literally happened in probably the last 72 hours or so. It is just absolutely crazy. And I'm just going to set the stage real quick that, I kind of feel like 2022 was just on cruise control. Just doing, not being lazy, but also not really going crazy. And the year got wrapped up in some really crazy things. So you guys I hope you have fun because I'm going to have fun anyway. So you guys might as well put the seatbelt on this roller coaster and enjoy this ride. I want to share three things. So the first thing is that things won't always go the way that you think they will. And this happened absolutely last night when my daughter rolled in from Chicago. The event was I have snow on my driveway. It's been very cold in Kansas City. If you ever check out my Facebook and follow me through some stuff, you'll enjoy that. I'll talk a little bit more about that. So what I did was I ran out and I grabbed my flamethrower and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna just flamethrow this driveway clean because my daughter couldn't get her car in the driveway. And I actually tried to get up too and got stuck and had to put it in four-wheel drive. And it's not like there's 10 inches of snow. It's like just a cover on the driveway. So I'm like, flamethrower, baby. Tony, I know you're just like, oh yeah, baby, let's get the flamethrower out. So I get out there, my daughter.
I hope her car wasn't in the driveway.
I know she couldn't get it in the driveway. So I go out and we're like doing the flamethrower. She's videoing the thing and she's like, here's my dad. And they never know what to expect on Planet Brad. It's always something crazy like that. And it didn't work. It turned the snow black. She's like, you're charring the driveway. I'm like, no, it's just the snow. It's black. And I walked away from that and I was like, well, or at the very end of the video, she goes, yeah, just get the shovel and shovel the driveway. And I was laughing, going, well, I still don't understand why that didn't work, man. That was like a flamethrower, a 20-foot flame of heat, and it didn't melt the gas, but it's burning gas coming out of the flamethrower. I don't know. I just didn't understand. So it didn't go the way that I worked. I thought it would, and it still stumps me why that didn't work. Second thing, that our minds literally have unlimited control. Um, just this weekend or Christmas Eve day, I have season tickets to the Kansas City Chiefs, and we had 10-degree temperatures. So I got to give you a little lead up to this, and I'll get through this fast because I know we got a lot of people on stage. But it's like I go to Mexico a week before Christmas. My wife gives me a Hawaiian shirt with Kansas City Chiefs on it, and all the guys in the group got these matching shirts, and the girls tried to surprise us. On the way home, I watched the movie Everest on the airplane. Only when I watch movies, like I literally go into the screen and I even look at it past the movie. It speaks to me. So I'm watching Everest, if you've seen this, and they're preparing for 3 or 4 months to go to Everest. And it's a life threatening, most amazing experience ever, and what they had to prep for and what they went through when they were in that in the cold. And I'm like, God, these guys, at that time it was 0 degrees with -20 wind chills here, and these guys are doing this on purpose, going up Mount Everest. So this is all just like, I'm almost looking at this like a documentary, and I'm like just going, okay, if I were to ever climb Everest, I'm learning some stuff here that I need to know. Well, then Everest shows up Christmas Eve. It's 10 degrees, and I get the wild hair to show up in my Hawaiian shirt and my shorts and walk into the game in 10-degree weather and go. I made it the first quarter. But here's the point I want to make about that. Like, my mindset at that time, I had almost prepared myself through training for a day before the game that I'm going to do this. I said I was going to do it. I put it out there. So now I need to make it happen. And how the hell am I going to survive 10-degree weather with swim trunks on and a Hawaiian shirt? And oh, and a visor too. My head was open. Now I did have boots on, but it was a mindset thing. And guys, I'll tell you, like, I did not really get cold at all for about 30 minutes or so. And I mean, I'm paying attention to hypothermia and all this other stuff. So I was really like, I had all my clothes with me and gloves and everything ready. I had my emergency pack packed. and I was ready to go if this was a dumb idea. And it worked. Like I went way longer than I thought I would. And the last thing I'm going to leave you is just that it goes along with what Lee said. The world is speaking to us all in different, like it's different ways for each of us because of our experiences and where we're going. And I've literally watched two of the craziest movies I've ever seen. And I'm not really even sure why we went to this movie, and I knew it was going to be a chaotic type movie, and that was Babylon. Lynette and I went to Babylon. But let me tell you, Babylon was speaking to me from the point of the trailblazer, the people that are doing things that haven't been done before. And it is a crazy, crazy, wild ride. Now, that movie, I mean, if you like organization and you like structure, do not go see Babylon because it is wild, crazy, out of control Hollywood. And then the last thing was last night we watched Glass Onion. And I'll close it here. But Glass Onion, the opening scene where he's talking about these are the disruptors. And when you break something that nobody wants broken, it's like this Elon Musk thing that we're experiencing. And it's kind of a jokingly takeoff of Elon Musk. And I'm going, oh my God, this is like talking to me right now. This is like where I am in my life. We are about ready to break something that nobody wants broken. And it's bigger than well, it's not bigger than I imagined, but it's bigger than I ever could imagine. And my mind just went to a whole nother level. So those were, I mean, like epiphany type 2022 life lessons that all happened in probably the last 3 days. So I'm going to close it out there. I know I talked way too long.
Yeah,
Hey, Brad,
way too long.
I yeah, I was gonna say, Brad, I gotta tell you, you sent me that picture, and I thought you had superimposed yourself into. I thought you photoshopped yourself in, so you were really in freaking shorts and a Hawaiian shirt. That was nuts. I saw that picture. I really thought you had like, yeah, photoshopped yourself.
Things are not.
That's great.
Things are not what they seem. I photoshopped the scoreboard in there so I could send you a Merry Christmas, but the rest of the picture, all I did was blow up the scoreboard. So yes, that part is Photoshop. The rest of that is real. The original photo just has the really small scoreboard that you couldn't see it say Merry Christmas on it.
Brad, I changed my picture in honor of you. I was listening to you and I thought, what temperature is it today? And I looked, it's 5 degrees. I'm like, dang, all day, every day. Why do I live where my eyelashes freeze? Like, Bridget, I mean, it's not funny, but it's funny. It is. Hey, wait, Tone, are you available? I know you're